No problem, Malagartsul. No problem. Alright, so here we are. Another match. What are we going to pick? There are so many choices here. We got Kunkka and Earthspirit, who are both warriors. We've got Legion Commander, which our friend Stormtrooper tried last match. And we've got Drow Ranger, who we can build into Heartless Hunters. I don't know what we're going to do, so I'm going to play it safe and grab these guys. Both of them quite... especially Kunkka is quite strong early game. Especially for the cost he is. Indeed, Paul Stormtrooper, but I just heard of Many Scientist he was going to eat some cake, so I don't think we should be that sad for him. He's just eating some cake, and probably he will be back next match. I think he will let us know. Alright, I think we're going to lose this one, which is absolutely fine. Phantom Assassin took very quick care of our Draw Ranger. Rage is absolutely fine. Alright, so that's everyone else is doing. This match is going to take a little while. Jester can heal himself, so that's gonna make the match a lot of fun as well. Is it going to be a ult from... There we go. Otherwise it's also draw. Also fine. But it's nice that we are done. Alright, so got 70 who is going for Brownies. I'm gonna reroll because I don't like any of these. We're going for Colossus Haste as always, for those who have seen me play a lot of times. Colossus Haste are my first and basically only choice for the first item round. Another good one is the Mask, which gives you, I think, 15% lifesteal, and there is the other one that we saw, the Cleaver, which gives plus 33, I think, attack damage, which is also okay. It's not great, it's just okay. I think we're going for Heartless Hunters, which is a very safe pick. Then we got Xiu Li, who is going for Summoners and Rogues, and we've got Unlicensed Inquisitor, who is going for Knights, so he is going to do the build we did last time. Alright, let's see how this is going to go. Unfortunately, my spirit got down rather quick. That's okay, we'll manage. I think we'll probably losing this one if it was 2 against 1, but also thanks to the little... I don't know what they're called again, from the Venomancer, which he did spawn, and I didn't use my item. Again, do you guys see a repetitive thing going on? Because I always forget my items the first couple of rounds. I'll be going for the anti-mage, which is perfectly fine. Gonna put this on you just before the round starts. Alright, let's see. Oh, 2 Queens of Pain. That is going to hurt. Yeah, they made quick work of my Drow Ranger. And Kunkka couldn't do more either. Oh, he's level 4 already. I already thought, why is there a Venomancer spawn on the board when I haven't seen a Venomancer? Or at least I didn't consciously recognize a Venomancer on the board. But I also see a Dazzle and 2 Queens of Pain. It shouldn't be possible until at least you're level 7, which he was. Big surprise. Reroll, I am going to want you. I could go for Spirits as well. Spirits are amazing. What are all the people doing? Not seeing anyone going for Heartless Hunters so far, which is a good thing. I do see some people going for either mages or assassins, which are the other 2 high damage dealing classes in this game. Brownies can do a ton of damage and can also be very beefy, but you have to watch out that you have to get them in early enough, otherwise they are pretty darn useless. Which is a... They are the perfect example of a high risk, high reward alliance. The Dota Underlords network is being updated. That is... that doesn't sound like a good thing for me now, is it? Just hoping the game will continue without any problems. Let's see how is this going to go. Target build is actually not too bad with hunters. Not too bad at all. We can actually put all hunters in there, but I really would love them to be at least 2 stars, because as 1 stars they are pretty shitty. If I am fairly honest. Ooh. No problem here. Got the Heartless in there. And since you died more often than the Earth Spirit, I think I'm just gonna sell you. So, for those watching and are not that familiar with the game, we got demons, whatever a demon, which is someone from the Alliance, of course, cast a spell for 4 seconds. Allied demons are silenced, which means they can't cast their spell. And the caster gains plus 50% pure damage for each allied demon. So, this Alliance is also a pitfall. You did have either items that in previous seasons, or even I think it was even a beta that worked really well with the Demon Alliance. The last season you had a Warlock, and if you got him to 3 stars, he basically negated the parts that allied demons are silenced, which was very, very lovely. I'm not going to hyper roll. I don't think it's worth it. I'm not going to grab him because I don't think it's worth it. I am going to put a point in here because I do think it's worth it. Just to get the first stack of Vigilant in here. Why I was on losing streak? Yeah, I don't know. Was it me? I am so sorry, Malagartsul or 77C. I am so sorry. Alright, so you got Heartless. As you can see, let me show you. Every character has base armor. This is either 5, 10, or 15 most of the times. Items can give you a little bit of extra armor, or some spells can give you a little bit of extra armor, which makes sometimes weird numbers. What Heartless basically does is the more stacks you have, the more armor enemies lose, which is rather beneficial. Then you got Vigilant, and whenever an enemy casts a spell, allied Vigilant units or all allied units, depending on whether you have 1 or 2 stacks, target that enemy if it's within their base attack range, and the damage of the next attack against this target increases by 40 or 50%. They got Hunters, so all Hunters have a X% chance of quickly performing 2 or 3 attacks, depending on how many stacks of Hunters you have. There is one item which is essential for this build, if I have to say so, especially because I will be going for leveling, which is the complete opposite of what some people are doing. You can either hyper roll, or what is called in the community hyper rolling, and that is basically that you are hitting 30 gold as soon as you can, and just using that gold to reroll for the same units without putting any gold into your levels. Drawback of this is, of course, that you won't earn any levels. So as soon as other people start hitting level 6 or 7, you're probably still at level 5. And you'll probably stay there for a little bit because you want to get to 3-star units. So yeah, it's a strategy. I am going to grab a Spectre because I know how insane she can be with the right items in the right circumstances. I am going to put you in just to get the Hunters complete. And just do this, gonna sell you, and then I'm gonna buy a Pudge. I need to get Pudge in there as soon as I can as well. Probably switch him out, I think, for the Shadow Demon. Shadow Demon is amazing, don't get me wrong, but it's... Currently, I have all squishy characters who can't really withstand an attack, as you can see. And therefore, it's a pretty darn crappy build. 2 characters who need to go in there here as soon as I can are both Pudge, which I need to get to 2 stars, as well as a Life Stealer, which is, I think, a 3 gold character, which we hopefully come across rather soonish. Alright, let's see. None of these, please. And let's go for Desolator. Gonna put it on the Anti-Mage for now, which is, I think, the least worst choice we have. Now, definitely items that are better on him, but so far so good. Get to level 5, gonna put him in again just for the damage, and I'm gonna grab a Pudge once the round has started, and I am going to reroll use my free reroll, because otherwise it will be gone, which would be Unfortunate. Alright, how's everyone doing? So, Underlords Inquisitor is at 78 health. We're against Shaoli, who is going for a full-on rogue. Which is a surprising look, I have to say. Looks like we're doing okay-ish. Like, Quetch isn't holding back that much damage, unfortunately. Even though that's exactly the reason why I've got Quetch in there, to hold back a lot of damage. We're okay though. This is one of those builds that has a little bit of a starting up problem unless you get the exact right units early game, which is fine. It's absolutely fine. Oh crap. I am going for you. Free reroll. Oh, thank goodness I was on time. Thank goodness I was on time. Who did we see? We see a Beastmaster. Gonna reroll once. I am going to need you. I am going to put you in, pull you out. That will not break up my alliances, because a Terrorblade is better than a Wind Ranger at 1 star. Terrorblade is actually an amazing character that at each level actually has quite a couple of benefits. You're new. You guys are all new. Except for she's an upgrade. We are up against Unlicensed Inquisitor. We are having a little bit of a problem with. Also, why I chose Jewel is because we need a tank in there. We need someone who can tank that damage for us. Which currently isn't happening, as you can see. I really need to get my next stack of Heartless in. Which I can if I put her in, but then I need to take my Terrorblade out, which actually is probably the best thing to do. I also need to position myself better. Let's have it like this and put this one here, which is gonna be a risk, but I am going to do it. Oh crap. I will do it like this. Well, which was very stupid of me, because as I said in last match, I don't want to break your 30 gold. However, I did it already, so screw it. It's gonna break it completely. Gonna grab the Spectre. And I think next item round we want to search for Endless if we have the chance. Yeah, this is going much better. Reason why 2 stacks of Heartless is a lot better than 1 stack is because 1 stack doesn't... Even the lowest amount of armor, which is I think 5, isn't negated with 1 stack of Heartless. Whilst almost the second lowest amount, which is 10 armor, is almost completely negated in the second stack, as well as, of course, the 5 armor is negated by -9, or actually 9 armor reduction. How's everyone doing? We have Good Guy, who isn't one of ours. The first one we have is Unlicensed Inquisitor, who is going for Trolls and Knights, who is doing fabulous at 78 health. Let me quickly... Do you have a quick look in here? Thank you. Then we've got a Shiuli, who is going full on rogue, and by the looks of it, hyper rolling for poisoners and assassins. They've got 770 going for Bronze, who has a 3-star Snapfire and is going for the others as well. And then me all the way on the bottom with Heartless Hunters, which I'm fine. It's a nice comfortable place because the only way you can go is up. The Jewel's almost going down, at least their Jewel. And if we're through to Jewel, we actually have a nice and easy time with the ones in the back, because they rather squishy. -13! And Shiuli got -13 damage as well by Diablo. 77C got -10 damage by Good Guy. And AOS Unlicensed Inquisitor won with 3 damage against someone whose name I can't pronounce. Alright, since we are finding tier 3, I am going to reroll, because I am going to need my Endless, who are tier 3 item, which I unfortunately didn't get. I have to go for Yules, which isn't my item of choice, I have to say. But I don't have anyone who only has a... I did have a passive only. I was doubting whether Drow Ranger was passive only or whether she did have an active, but she only has a passive. Which is something I probably would have known if I had played this game a little bit more often over the past couple of weeks, which I hadn't, because there's this moment when you're streaming, when you do realize, oh my gosh, my game library is full. Like, there are so many great games in there, and I simply cannot play them all. I can't. And if I keep playing the same, say, 10, 12 games, I am never going to touch any other of them. Which is a shame, because many of them I was having on my wish list. Like, I want to play them. So that's kind of why I decided to step away from the... I only play one game for I don't know how many weeks. Because I really, really want to just enjoy... yeah, just enjoy having... playing all the games as well. And thank you, Kevlar, for the follow. I completely missed it. And welcome, Stormtrooper. And you ate some great cheesecake. That is very lovely to hear. We were already wondering where you went, but thankfully, Inquisitor knew you said you were going to eat cake after the one match. So unfortunately, I had to kick you from the party because you were the one not getting ready, which is completely fine. So join us next time, and thank you all for following me, or for viewing me. It's amazing, and thank you, Stormtrooper, for the following. Got -11 from the numbers guy. Shirley lost with -12 from Diablo. 777C lost with a bit from Enlightened Inquisitor, and the other two guys were playing against one another, which I don't care about. Let's go for 2 life stealers, who I desperately needed. Thank you for coming across them. I am going to grab the Spectre as soon as the match starts. Do I need to switch something around? No, I don't. I'm currently good. I am stabilizing a bit. It's still a bit wonky, but that's okay. That's fine. There we go. Let's grab the Spectre and let's level this up already. Ooh, a level 3 bounty hunt. It's Shirley. I'm really expecting she was going to hyper roll, but it kinda confirms it. So I hope she can't grab my fudge. She can't. Thank goodness. There we go, -12 against her. I am so sorry for the amount of damage, because you're currently only having 25 health left. And this is an example of the difference between hyper rolling, which she is doing, because she is going for level 3s. Her bench is looking all the same. Please don't shout in the chat you're cheating, because you're looking at everyone else's bench, because everyone else can do it. And they can look at my bench as well. So that's why I told everyone who is playing this with me, please have a look at the stream. It's completely fine, since I can see on your board. I can look on your board as well. Just gonna drop a Spectre in. I need Lifesteal in here as well, but I first want to get him to the next level, which I currently can't do, unfortunately. But as I was saying, difference between hyper rolling is one and the same bench, staying kind of on level 5 or 6, and just making sure the units you have on the field are all rather high. Because I go for just throw the levels in there, but making sure along the way that who else I got in here is of proper level and not like very, very weak. And we're up against 777C. Oh, I was already thinking what's on the Snapfire, but it was actually the curse from Shadow Demon. And I am so sorry, 777C. You're doing really, really well, I have to say. My compliments go out to you, because this is the first time you've played the game, I think, since the tutorial. And you are doing fabulous. Unfortunately, no Endless for me. So that kinda throws a... make me sad. So I need Endless if I want Heartless and Hunters both complete, but then it's just gonna be Hunters for me then. Thank you very much. Sorry, Spectre, you gotta go out because I don't have place for you at this moment. We're going to put this on you. Gonna move you in. Gonna move you out. No, gonna leave it like this. Gonna put you here. So we have 3 more places on to put on the board, which is 1, 2, 3. All 3 Hunters. So I don't think we're going for Spectre unless we find one more Endless. I do think that we'll be going to whoever Heartless is in here, just to get full on Heartless, full on Hunters. There we go. I think we'll win this one as well against the good guy. As I said before, this is one of those alliance combinations, Heartless Hunters, that take a while to set up if you have a little bit of... you need a little bit of luck to get the right characters. from the get-go. If you don't, you have to search for them, which takes a little bit of time, and that means you take a bit of damage along the way. Alright, let's see. Who do you have here? We got a Terrorblade, which we hadn't come across yet, which I am really happy to see him. No thank you, and no thank you. So, Hunters has one more hunter than I need. It has 7 hunters, I need 6 of them to complete the whole alliance. One of them is Medusa, who is absolutely amazing if you have enough tanky people in front of her. And you've got Mirana, who is, I think, one of my favorite characters in this game. So we're definitely gonna grab both of them if I have the chance. But I don't know whether I'm going to come across them. We're against Xiu Li, who has quite a couple of 3 stars, I have to say. Which is annoying to say the least. She stole my patch as well, which is not someone I want to have against me. -7. Well played, I have to say. Well played. Alright, let's see what are we going to get. Nothing here, nothing in the free reroll. They're gonna put 2 points in levels. Because there's no real reason for me to hurry. Yes, I could put Vigilant in here. It's just... I don't think it's worth it. Losing an extra gold piece just to get her in earlier. We're doing okay-ish when it comes down to the amount of health we have left. I am really well played. Unlicensed Inquisitor, you have... You're going to Hyperroll Knight? You are going Hyperrolling Knights. Which is the other tactic I could have done last game, but I chose not to do. We are up against Good Guy. Yeah, I'm not winning this one, I'm afraid. I need more hunters in there. I need to be, like, more... Ooh, 8th place is 777C, and 7th place is Xiu Li. You were both beaten, I think, at almost the exact same moment. It was just milliseconds of one another. Gonna start a Spectre, because I am not gonna use her anymore. Like, no way I am going to use her anymore. I am going to have her. I am going to buy her. Yeah, and then I need to level as fast as I can to level 9. And I need to find either Mirana or Medusa like yesterday. Then I'll pull out probably Vengeful Spirit or so. We are up against the Diablo, who has only 25 health left, and I think we're gonna help his amount of health down a little bit further. There we go. We did how much damage? -15, and Lights Inquisitor did also 15 damage against the Russian guy. There we go. So I think me and Unlicensed Inquisitor have a very high chance of being in the top 4 contestants at this game. We're going for Moonshot. I don't think we'll be going across Endless anymore, since we all saw tier 4 items, which is a absolute shame, but I know Moonshot is amazing to have on Mirana, especially if we can get her to 2 stars, which, fingers crossed, is going to happen. 2 points in here, nothing to search for characters. I'm the first one actually on level 8, which surprises me. And welcome, Fire Amethyst, to the stream as well. And I don't think it's morning, because you're saying morning, boys. I sincerely think it's evening by now, but that's okay. Against the Good Guy, who is having skills and trolls, summoners, and another alliance that I just didn't tell you guys about, I suppose. Oh, we did get a slug out of the way. I think the Queen of Pain is gonna die soon as well. Oh, we'll win this one. It's indeed morning somewhere, Fire Amethyst. It's indeed morning somewhere. Also, -15 damage against... Oh, actually, 15 damage or -50 health for Good Guy. And Diablo is fighting with the Russian guy and... Oh, is actually eliminated by the Russian guy. And Alliance Inquisitor won from the numbers guy. Awesome! Very nice to see this. Okay. But now I have to put Moonshot on someone because it's a shame to put him on the bench and just don't use it. Gonna put toy points in there and hopefully, keeping my fingers crossed, we'll have enough gold next round to go to level 9. Which will give us a little bit of an edge, but I don't know whether it's gonna happen. Otherwise we have to wait one more round and by then we might be kicked out already. Oh, level 3-star Slag. That is gonna be rough. Alright, let's see. At least we got the Nastics out of the way thanks to Putch. Well done, Putch, I have to say. He has a 3-star Luna, which I definitely do see. The Chaos Knight is hurting a lot as well. I don't think we're gonna make this. No. Well played, Alliance Inquisitor. I see one from good guy as well with 16 damage. And it's the Russian guy against the numbers guy. And I am keeping my fingers crossed the Russian guy is going to be kicked out. I am not holding my breath there. Luckily for me, because the numbers guy got 13 damage just now. Let me take a sip of my wine. Alright, so what do we have here? We don't have enough, but we're gonna break. We're just gonna break here. I am desperate and I need Mirana. And I'm not finding her, so we're just gonna hyper roll here. I need either Mirana or Medusa. There we go. And he needs to go in back to level 10, though I think we're gonna put her in instead. Because she is, first of all, she is a full gold champion instead of a 1 gold champion. And also because she completes the first deck of Fallen, which is an amazing alliance, especially if you can get them complete. Which is rather hard to do, because they do require a 5 gold character. Which is generally hard to find. I think we'll win this one against the numbers guy, which is very lovely to see. It really helps. We've got hands complete at this point. Minus 12 damage for the numbers guy. I see good guy did too. Brought down the Russian guy to only 2 health. And Alliance Inquisitor 1 from the Russian guy as well. Awesome. Alright, let's go and roll. Like this guy. You need this guy, Wraith King, for getting the Fallen Alliance complete. Which only happens like around this point in game. Which is an absolute shame. Gonna put you instead of Drow Ranger, I think. You get somewhere near LA. It's morning. Stormtrooper. Yes, I think you might be right. How? No. I don't know. The red squash you see on the board is Medusa, and she turns everyone to stone who is within their range. I probably should bring her a little bit more forward. On the other hand, I think she is perfectly fine in the place she is now. It's a beautiful power to use against knights. Unfortunately, couldn't make use of it with its full force. The Russian guy got knocked out by the numbers guy, who is knocked out in 4th place, or 5th place I mean, and that means that me and Alliance Inquisitor are both in the top ball. Let's go for Satanic. Put it on Putch, make him a little bit more beefier. Which is always a good choice if you ask me. Gotta reroll. None of the guys I want. Gonna put you here, and you need to be a bit more on the outside. I need to give Moonshot to you, and you can put that on you. I think this is better because she can jump away. She's actually rather good at jumping away. I'm gonna put this one forward because it catches the whole area here. And it should catch, I think, most of the assassins, if there are any assassins in game anymore. I think the last ones were knocked out. But at least it did just took the attention away from the alchemist for just a little while. Most of the guys are frozen in like 3, 2, 1. Or the frozen thing already happened and I just missed it. Yes, I missed it. Oh, I think it's a bigger field as well. I think the normal alchemist field is a 3x3 and now it was a 5x5 or something like that. Me and the numbers guy are both down to the single digits. In Tokyo it's already 5 AM. Thank you, Stormtrooper. I didn't know that fact. I didn't. I am going to sell Death Prophet because I won't be using her, and I am sincerely hoping for another Medusa. Not finding her. Even if I do find her now, it's probably too late. Let's put you forward, because I don't think I've got any assassins, and we're up against Good Guy. That level 3 slug is gonna be a menace to deal with. Hopefully Medusa can handle it. It's gone. We might actually win this round. Like, the hunters are doing quite a bit of damage. Beastmaster is actually doing the most damage. That is surprising me, because I regularly don't regard Beastmaster as a hunter you must have. But he just did nearly 11,000 damage. Wow. Also, the numbers guy is knocked out and Good Guy is down to 1 health. I should have done my best a little bit more. Which would mean that we are both up against a Enlightened Inquisitor with a little bit of luck. Which, of course, we're both going to lose. I am going to sell... It doesn't matter which one I sell, I'm afraid. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter, because I can't buy the other one. If I sell her, I need to use 2 of them to reroll, which I have 3 left, and I can only hope that Good Guy is being knocked out earlier by a Enlightened Inquisitor than I am. Best way, of course, would be for me if I win this, but I don't know if I can. Let's get the Essex out of the way, shall we? No. That is not what I want to happen. We're going to lose this, that's for sure. Just hoping I am a little bit later. No, I am 3rd, which is fine. It's fine. Can't say anything bad about it. So 2nd place in the first round. Now 3rd place. Let's spectate and see how... Oh, he already won.